Hello guys, do you remember me? I am Orbital, your Welsh engineer. And today we are going to try and finish off our, asteroid base. That's why I titled the video, Building on the Dark Side, on the asteroid. Anyway guys, welcome back to Mind the Man and More. And, let's start off, shall we? Well, I could go first off into comments, as we are launching one of the modules up. I think this module is actually one that is going to be an angled module that we can carry on building to the other side, because we're almost there. I planned to build onto the other side of the asteroid, put a module there. I want the last module to clamp onto the asteroid as well as dock onto one of the modules. So that's going to be the hard part, judging that size. So here we are at the Goffarnan Asteroid Base. Goffarnan being the Welsh Celtic god of Smith God. I chose that because, engineer, Smith God. Smiths are sort of like the old engineers of past gone. Anyway, let's get into the comments. First off, from Logan Kerr. First what? First person? First Kerbal? First dog? I don't know, he didn't say what he meant. I know, he meant first comment. Well, if you guys watched the last... No, if not watched the last video, you looked in the comments of the last video, I sneakily put my comment in there before the video was released. And put first in there because some people like to do that. I don't know why. I don't know, it's sort of like a fun game. Hey, I was first on this video. First to comment anyway. But yeah, he beat me this time. No, I'm not going to be like that all the time. And next, next comment, the Shortline Gamer. Wait, you listened to Kerbal cast, right? Yes, I did actually. And in fact, the only time I stopped was when Nostromo stopped. Well, I think it was just before I heard that he was finishing, and he stopped. He stopped the podcast. Well, he had other things to do. He was trying to be a game designer, board games and all that, and he was doing quite well. I think it was Garbage Day. I haven't looked at that game. I think I looked at it first. I'm not sort of like a board game connoisseur, so it's not something I'm into. But yeah, I'll have to catch up on them, see what they're like now, because I know that you got Biff Aldrin. I don't think that's his real name, but he's calling him Biff. And I'm not sure what his gameplay like is on Kerbal Space Program. So Kerbal Cast is basically a Kerbal podcast for the game. It's not the official one, obviously, but it's fun to listen to now and again. I'll have to do a catch-up on that or something. Let's see what it's going like. Anyway, while we're coming in for docking to this module, hopefully it's long enough to get to this other side of the asteroid. And oh damn it, because of the reduced frame rate, I decided to use the auto-docking pilot of MechJeb. But for some reason, it put the safe fail distance quite a ways from the asteroid, because it normally draws a box around an invisible box around the asteroid or wherever you're going to dock to as a safe distance, so you do not crash into it. So we'll get into one comment as I override the safe distance, and hopefully nothing will go wrong. From Stefan de Gast, when are you going to play Minecraft? In fact, I have played Minecraft before, but it wasn't my type of game. I wouldn't say it wasn't my type of game. I'd say that I never got into it. Because I could get into it if I played a lot more of it, I suppose, but I played Kerbal Space Program, and I got into that. In fact, this is the longest game I've ever played in my life. The only other game I played a bit longer was Frontier Elite 2, which was a space trading game. Yeah, you can see the theme here, space. And if you go into space in Minecraft, that'd be awesome. And I know there are sort of like space games for Minecraft type ones, but they're not sort of like... They're more for multiplayer, I reckon. And now from Andrew Sahel, as we do orbit that module and take a look at measurements to build the next module. Another great video, man. Speaking of a hotel on another planet, I know it's all based on viewers' overall choice, but I would love to see something done on Jewel. Me too, actually. And I was wondering in whether we'd keep the actual asteroid base, not asteroid bases. Ooh, I'm losing control. Oh, damn it. I tried to use my technique here for getting into orbit. Oh, I hope there's no onlookers there, otherwise they'd be dead. No, what I was trying to do over here was use MechJeb to go prograde for the orbit, and basically the SAS computer for the game didn't seem to work on my large rocket. I'm not sure why. you know, we had enough powerful engines to do the vectoring thrusts and whatnot, but it doesn't seem to work. And I was trying to bring the module down safely. Oh, damn. Oh, well, a bit more money down the drain. Never mind. We've got infinite funds. Yes, I'm playing this in sandbox for those who do not know. Well, let's go back, rebuild, and relaunch. So, I'm going back to Androssel's comment. Yes, I want to do stations, orbiting stations around Joule, and perhaps landed bases. Perhaps on some of the moons, most notably Lathe, which is an atmosphere planet similar to Kerbal. Yeah, that would be something awesome to do. But I was wondering whether to hold off until version 1.1. I'll have to look into getting Kerbal Space Program on Steam. That way I can go into the beta. Is that closed beta? No, it's not a closed beta, is it? I'm wondering if I can do YouTube videos on it. If I can't do YouTube videos on it, I'll rather wait. Because, well, yeah, I love doing commentaries. So next comment, as we get into orbit with this, from Mans Guardstorm. I keep on looking at his name and Storm, Guardstorm. That sounds cool. Guardstorm. Thanks, you're awesome. Need to ask what? Did you need? I messed up the joke there. Did you need to ask if I'm awesome? Of course I'm awesome. Well, at least awesome at Kerbal Space Program. Okay, so next comment, as we try to get souls into orbit on our through the awesome game of Kerbal Space Program, from Ajaz Zadranzink. Znink. Sorry if I butchered your name, I was trying to get that right then as well. Hello, it's me, the dude with hard pronouncing name. Yes, now I remember. Yes, the hard pronouncing name person. I was wondering, is the moon the best place to mine ore? By the way, keep up the good work. I think so. It's closer to Kerbal, which means you can get transfer of fuel quite easily back and forth, and say you were set up a base or anything. However, I have to note that it doesn't take that much Delta V to get to Minmus, and it's a lot less gravity on Minmus, makes it easier to land, take off, and perhaps return to Kerbal. By the way, I have to note though that going interplanetary, you have to think about the old Earth effect. Yes, and the old Earth effect is something about being near a large gravitational well, which is planet, moon, or whatever. The closer you are, the faster you're travelling, and the more bang for your buck is when you're blasting to another planet. Plus, also, if you're in orbit around Kerbal, it's easy to do the interplanetary transfers because you have reference points and everything. If you're doing it from the man, it's going to be a bit harder because you have to not only get the moon in the right place, you have to burn on the right part of the orbit around the moon and whatnot. I've never done that, actually. In fact, I'd be afraid to try to do that because I'd probably make myself look like an ass. So yeah, mining the moon is fun. Anyway, so that's the basic thing. Is you can have fun with it. You may be able to get funds for it. I also thought about career mode. What if you mine ore, take it back to Kerbal, processed it, and would you get more funds for that? I'm not sure. That's an awesome concept. I have not tried it myself, but perhaps one of you try it. I don't know. Anyway, from doing another comment as we're coming in for docking. This is going to be a bit tricky one. We're going to dock this on the side there, the rocket module or the probe core or whatever you want to call it. The transfer rocket, I suppose the docking rocket, whatever. It's going to be close to the asteroid as we are docking. And I decided to do this manually because, well, we have problems with MechJev, don't we? Yeah, so here we are coming in. So quickly from the smiling blob. So you want to do something. So you want something to do. I am doing something, can't you see? How about finishing the Asteroid Base? Can't you see? That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Add the necessary things to it to make an awesome space station. Can't you see I'm still doing that? And then take it to another planet. Okay. Also, you were going to suggest something else. Okay. Maybe you could do a gravity slingshot and take it to Dres. You could also add more asteroids to it. You should discover them while you visit. Obviously, yeah, if you don't know, if you go to Dres, you start discovering asteroids. Ooh, damn it. We hit the asteroid. We're spinning out of control. Damn it, I hate it when this happens. And I was panicking by here. Ooh, we have to get this docked. If we do not get this docked, we cannot finish our asteroid base. And I don't want to send any more modules. So yeah, trying to get back in control of this. Noticing that the asteroid is rotating as well doesn't make it easy for doing the docking. Yeah, problems ensue. Okay, so going back to the comment, as we're trying to get control. Well, and he goes on to say, obviously we'll have lots of problems with frame rate. I'm already having problems with frame rates. But you could swap some of the modules out with less parts, maybe stealthily. That's a good idea, actually. I won't actually do that because it's a lengthy process doing this as it is. And I know I could use HyperEdit to swap things around and whatnot. But nah, I think I'll wait till version 1.1 comes out. After this asteroid is finished, I'll have to start a new save for version 1.1 because the mods won't be upgradable in the first straight off once it's released. So we'll have to start doing something else. Okay, so, and also I have to note that using an asteroid, mining the ore, as, yes, come on, we're almost there, we're almost docked. I had to re-angle it to get us to dock properly. That was mad, wasn't it? Anyway, just going back to that, there's not much ore on these asteroids, and I learned that from Kerbal Cast. Apparently someone tried it. I think it was Biff Aldrin, the editor of the Kerbal Cast. Ooh, well, that was close. We almost scripted the asteroid there. Anyway, yeah, no, using the asteroid as a large ship, I don't think it's hard because you've got the mass of the asteroid as well added, which doesn't make for good spaceships. You want something to have the most efficient Delta V, most use of space and whatnot, and I'm into that sort of thing. Although, probably you can see I'm not very good at doing that sort of thing. Right, as you can see in the video, we're going to get Sean coming out on EVA. To secure that module, as you saw, it was bouncing all over the place as we tried to dock. Yes, make sure that when you're doing all this, that you have the required tools. Or, sorry, we've already had the required tools there. Just make sure that everything's stable. Because many rockets have been launched by me without the structural requirements that they flipped out of control. And some people complained about that. And that's why I did a tutorial video on stop rocket flipping. Yes, I think it's a sport, isn't it? Rocket flipping. Anyway, as Sean Curran's coming in for securing that module, let's go to David Mason's comment. This video inspired me to learn to dock again. Not a mistake, thanks man. Well, good luck with that. It is hard actually trying to dock. I was thinking about revisiting my rendezvous and docking tutorials and see what I can add to that, make things a bit easier or whatnot. I feel what I've got up there is the easiest as I could do at the time, but I haven't looked into it whether I could make it a bit easier for people to understand or what, I don't know. But that, I suppose, I'd have to look at. I'd have to give it a go. I may not be able to do better than that. Okay, as John is securing the next link from Xenon66. A tip, if you do not have a heat shield, is to air brake at about 40 kilometers and lower any power temperatures, tolerances starts blowing up. Ooh, change the outro tune there, are we? Yes, I'm being familiar with my outro tune, so if you hear something different on the outro, don't worry. It's still me. I don't know. Anyway, as for the tip of dropping down to 40 kilometers if you do not have a heat shield, yes, that's awesome. That's an awesome tip, actually. I didn't even think about that before. I always stick a heat shield on my craft anyway, but I always think about what happens if I've got a craft which is a lot larger and I can't have heat shields on it. By the way, I skipped this launch of this module, and on the video, sorry. And we've got this multi-docket module. I had a look at this, and I thought, it was the next day, and I thought, I can dock another module on there now, the last module. And having a look as we come in here, it's not going to reach. No! Damn it. We're gonna have to launch an extender module up. So anyway, thanks for that tip, 066. So if you haven't got a heat shield, make sure you air brake up 40 kilometers. Don't go any lower, otherwise the heat will vaporize your Kerbals. And as I'm deciding what to do here, let's grip this back on the asteroid, put it aside, and we'll dock another module to extend it out. Okay, so from Matt Wesson. Are you excited for 1.1 possibly going to open beta this week? In fact, I am. I have to look into that. I've got Kerbal Space Program actually from the store. So, the Kerbal Space Program store, that is not Steam. So, I don't get the closed beta, the open beta, which was hard. Well, Squad couldn't do it for everyone. As such, they couldn't do it for, well, people who bought it through the store, which is fair enough because keeping updates makes tracking everything. They can do that through Steam. Now that's awesome, because Steam is an awesome platform where they can transfer data back and forth easily. They could have done it for the game from their site, but it would have been harder. They would have to have you log straight onto it and whatnot. On Steam, you already log in, don't you, when you play a game? So I'm gonna have to look whether go on to Steam, buy the game on Steam, which would be easier to do, and then perhaps play version 1.1. That's if I can do videos for it. Anyway, another comment as we're launching the extender module app. And the fairing on that looks a bit weird. Yeah, I know. Hey Orbiter. Oh, so from Jarbahad Sarbrahagan. Hey Orbiter, it was fun hearing my name in the video. It was almost perfect. I hope I did the same this time. I read the title and completely forgot. When the time came, I was looking for what was missing on that capsule. Great fun. Yeah, he was on about the last episode. Return of D-Bird. We were entering the atmosphere, and I didn't have any parachute. Oops. Engineering mistake. Oops. Yeah, so what I had to do was plan on their return, and basically I was expecting them to die. I noticed we're coming over the ocean, and normally when anything hits the ocean, they die. Even a Kerbal. Now, I know in the old thing was you could bounce their heads. I thought that was stopped or something by the devs or whatever. But I decided put them on EVA when we came close, when the speed is slowing down enough. And so that's what I did, and they survived. The thing is, I was planning on them dying, and perhaps I'd have a bit of sad music and build graves and a ceremony, but I never got to do that. So I missed out on that, but we got the Kerbals back safely. Yeah, that was awesome fun to make as well, that video. Right, as we're coming in for our station, trying to get everything orientated correctly. Well, I'm actually trying to orientate the rocket. It's coming a bit faster at a different angle, because I don't want to go hitting it. I want to come to the correct place, on the correct side of the station, make it easier for us to dock. Anyway, let's quickly go through these comments, because I've got quite a few more to go to, and I think this is we've got 2 more dockings. From Joseph M, that was totally wicked save. Yes, it was. From Delboy Fan. Yeah, I'm Cornwall. I used to, I would love to speak the Cornish language, but that sadly is dying. And I'm lucky that I still have my native language. Great video, by the way. I watch them all the time while I play KSP. I hope not. I don't have that many videos in KSP, not compared to some people. But anyway, he says, so great, I subscribed. Yeah, cheers, dude. Awesome stuff. From Dakes. You can even land Kerbals on land without a capsule. When you flip them on their heads and they touch the ground. Yeah, apparently Kerbals bounce. Their heads are quite resilient. They've got a resilient bone structure, which means that they can survive anything except exploding. So if you want to land a Kerbal safely, knock them on the head on the ground. And from Gene Hart, looking forward to 1.1 and see what I can do with it. Me too, when I can get my hands on it. From Alex Kajar Askilde? I'm not sure if I got that right. Hey Orbiter, when you were not even close pronouncing my name, I'm Danish. Ooh, sorry dude. And it's pronounced Alex Askilde, or something like that. I hope that's the way I read it in English anyway, so that's the way I English it. Anyway, thanks for the response though. Still love your inspirational videos. Have you tried mod packs with extra parts? And you would suggest? Yeah, I suggest B9 and KW Rocketry. Those are the 2 I think are awesome. B9 I think are space plane stuff, awesome parts in that. and KW rocketry, roll rocket parts, extra rocket tanks and thrusters and everything. Awesome stuff in that. The reason I don't use them in this save is because, as you see, frame rate gets low, so I tried to limit what I had in here. So I had the cusp stuff, the Kerbal attachment system, Kerbal inventory system. Yeah, and if you look at the docking here, I should have talked about this. I had trouble coming in because we had the rocket docked on there, which was in the way, and we had to come in at a weird angle. But it worked. I'd done it all manually. I was proud of that. Now we can get rid of that rocket and dock the last part on. So yeah, those are the two mod packs I suggest, KW Rocketry and B9, yes, that's them. Now from Starfleet 2360, I discovered the EVA trick by accident. I was surprised they survived. Yeah, that was quite awesome. I still can't get over that. From Matt Soup, you said you're an engineer, what kind? I am a chemical engineer, in case you care. Yes, I do care, and I think chemical engineers are awesome. Trying to work out what chemicals work with what and everything else. Yes, totally cool stuff. You know, the reactions you can get, what you can do with them. I'm in fact an electronic engineer. I work with, equipment, mainly circuit boards and whatnot. Normally I just swap circuit boards, but when I can, because equipment, circuits become small, so it's really hard to work on. But when I can, I do surface component repairs and whatnots. I work on sort of like high-end equipment, as I said, so again. Anyway, from Eugenio Vici. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm terrible at these name things. Hey man, great vid. Could you please explain how 1.1 will make things possible build larger craft? Yeah, you'll have multi-threading on the physics, which in the current game, or in the version I'm playing here, for 1.0.5, you can only have one thread, one core of the CPU doing physics of the game, which is a bit of a shame because it limits what you can do. From Jacob David, oh my god, I'm Welsh too. And he also then asks, will you do a fan meetup? Not at the moment, I'm not that big, I'm not that good at people fanboying over me. No, I may do it when I get a bit bigger, but I'm not looking at myself getting bigger, I'm just doing this for fun at the minute. Anyway, from Pasquale, Puel, sorry. Puella? I don't know, sorry. Damn, save those girls like a boss. Yes, I done a Jacksepticeye. I got my awesome now. Boss now, so where is it? I forget. I watch him his videos. I love his answering his comments videos, by the way. So I do watch them. I don't watch most of his gameplays, but he is a cool guy. But yes, I save those girls like a boss. And I docked the last module. I'm going to use the rocket now to get this attached to the station, because I want that attached to the asteroid. Yeah, done! Like a boss. Anyway, from Nerf's Great, he says that maneuver node issue happened to me, which was when I couldn't create a maneuver node to get away from the man. I didn't know what was that. Get on with the game. Also, last comment, Jelejong, nice video. Can you make a tutorial how to install mod? Yeah, I think I will. Anyway guys, that'll do it for this episode. We finished the asteroid base, at least my guess is. We got the asteroid, last side of the asteroid done, and if you like this video, hit the like button, or engineer it like a boss. And I'm Orbiter. Trust me, I'm an engineer.